What is going on, guys? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video and welcome to the final video of me trying out different meal preps. So if you haven't already, we've tried making our own meal preps. We've tried getting catering as meal prep. And now it's time to try possibly the best solution for people who are on the go and don't want to cook their own food. And that is an online meal prep company. So I've done my market research and I've also asked you guys what you would like to see. And by far the two most popular requests were the Megafit meal company and the Factor meals company. By the way, completely unbiased, unsponsored review. I simply asked you what you would like to see. That's the most responses I got was for those two meal prep companies. So I figured why not just get both of them. We'll put them head to head, see which one's better. And we'll also compare them to how I feel about ordering catering for your meal prep or just making your food and packaging it yourself. So without further ado, please do me a favor and press the thumbs up button down below. I promise you, you have no idea how much it helps this video get out to more people. And if you are new to the channel, you wanna see more videos like this on meal prepping, trying new things, losing weight, building muscle, make sure you subscribe down below, become a Suggs subscriber. So happy to have you part of the family. Now, without further ado, let's hop on the computer, let's get online, and let's order some meal prep. All right, here we are, moment of truth. I have Factor up, I have Megafit meals up, and this is how the website is looking. This is the first page it brought me to on Factor, and I've seen a lot of advertisements for Factor in general, but I think they're owned by Freshly, or they're owned by a bigger company. I'm gonna pick the 10 meal box, and that comes out to $5 per serving. That's crazy, really? I don't know, this is literally my first time on the website. I think I want the protein plus option though. Yeah, deliciously satisfying meals with 30 grams of protein or more to support your wellness goals. Yeah, that sounds ideal. Let's go select this plan. Okay, so with this discount or whatever I have, 10 meals for $60. Is that even right? I hope this isn't like an actual plan that I have to pay weekly for, right? All right, so pretty much I put in all my information, my credit card and everything like that. And now I get to pick my meals that will be delivered on Monday. Okay, so it sounds like it already pre-selects my meals, but if I want, I can change it up. Explore full menu. Italian herb chicken does sound good. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get one of the creamy chicken. This beef bowl sounds good, I'll get that. Roasted garlic chicken, that sounds good. Pork chop, no. This one sounds good. Shredded chicken bowl, we'll get that. Jalapeno lime cheddar chicken, that sounds pretty good, I'll get that. Sour cream and chive chicken, I'll get one of those. Cheesy chicken and pepper sounds pretty good, I'll get one of that. All right, I guess I'm gonna get the white cheddar chicken as well. And then I need one more. We'll go ahead and do the Peruvian chicken too. Okay, so we have our 10 meals. Skip add-ons. Okay, and I think I'm done. I just have to make sure I cancel after the meal comes in, but I think I'm good to go here. Let's hop over to Megafit meals. And I think the most popular option, at least for people in our community, is going to be the bum box. I'll be honest, I haven't really done a whole lot of research of what's in here, so I'm just gonna click on this and see what it is. You can create a combination of any 14 meals. The macros on this stuff look actually insane. This chicken fried rice, 40 grams protein, 470 calories. Oh man, $210 though for 14 meals. Oh, so I think without the discount that I got from Factor, I think it'd be like $120 for 10 meals. So it's definitely still cheaper even without a discount, but I'm gonna try this out. So we'll just pick out, we'll do a bun bowl, chicken fried rice, steak and rice, chicken and rice. These are, I feel like Factor was more of like a artisan type meal. These are more like bodybuilder straight up meals. The macros and calories, having them right there is really nice too. Factor didn't have that. So I got one of everything. There's only 9 options to pick from. I'm gonna get another one of the chicken and potatoes, another one of the beef and rice, definitely another chicken fried rice, definitely another bun bowl, and we'll go with another steak and sweets. Okay, so 14 meals. All right, so I did find a $30 coupon code. That's not too bad. And this time actually is a one-time purchase, which is pretty nice. So I don't have to worry about canceling it later. And this one looks like it's gonna arrive by Friday, which is actually pretty good as well. Today, on the time of filming this, is Tuesday. So that's a pretty good delivery day as well. All right, and there we go. We have everything done. So they did charge $10 for shipping, but I think that's probably fine. Let's see if it's worth it. I am going to sit around the house all day, stare at the door and make sure I'm not missing my meals getting delivered. And I'll see you guys in a couple days.
Several days later.
All right, so one thing I'm a little curious about is the packaging, see if it's what it's packaged in, and oh wow, these are all definitely still very frozen. This camera is a little tight, but ice pack right here, dry ice. And underneath we have all our meals. Let me take them out of the box. All right, and here we have all the meals. Let's just look at one of them right here. So this is the turkey and rice bowl, 590 calories, 42 grams of protein. Has your little calorie breakdown right here. And then it also has your instructions on the back as well. Also for storage instructions, it says store everything in the freezer immediately upon arrival. Everything is, by the way, is very, very frozen still. And then it's good for 7 days in the refrigerator, 60 days in the freezer. That's pretty solid. Yeah, they're pretty much all exactly the same as far as the storage instructions and heating instructions go.
Several days later.
All right, so we'll go ahead and open this up. We get whatever this is. Okay, so some more like promotional stuff. A gift card to something else. A frozen thingy. And this looks like all of our meals in here. Oh, so that's nice. As you get deeper down, they have like different levels where they have more ice blocks as well. All right, so from the front, you can't really tell any difference of them. But as you see when we get in here, each one is different, and it does say the name of the meal. So this is the Italian herb chicken, and then the calories right here. So this one specifically, 540 calories, 42 grams of protein. That's not too bad. Then it has your instructions on heating and everything like that. So I just wanna check a couple of these out. Looks like we got this one, white cheddar chicken. But we got all our meals in. Now the fun part of the video, let's try everything out. All right, and my work lunch today is going to be the chicken and potatoes meal from Megafit. Very, very simple, right? You put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Came with, I think this is honey mustard sauce. It is, and it's actually really good tasting honey mustard sauce. I think I'm gonna go for the drizzle over top of everything. Now, one thing that I did find about this meal specifically, I couldn't find it in MyFitnessPal when I searched it up, and there's no barcode on the packaging or anything like that to where I could scan it in. So for me, that is kind of a con. And although I couldn't find it in MyFitnessPal, it does have everything for us right here on the label. So 350 calories, 43 grams of protein. That's a really, really nice split. But here's how we're looking sauced up. Let me get some potatoes and some chicken in there. Oh yeah, that's definitely solid. Not bad at all. Potatoes and chicken have a really nice seasoning on them. I'm a huge honey mustard fan anyway, so that plays really well into this too. For me, this one's pretty solid. I would say like 7.5, almost 8 out of 10. For tonight, we're gonna have one of the factors. Shredded chicken taco bowl. On the inside, we got some chicken mixture, some corn, and a little bit of sauce to go with it. 530 calories, 47 grams of protein. Heating instructions, pretty much just microwave it on high for 2 minutes. All right, we're done, we're ready to go. So I think there's actually, is there a better rice on this? There is. Haven't tried it yet. It smells pretty good though. And also came with like a, I'm assuming it's like a cilantro avocado ranch or something like that. Drizzle that over top. I gotta be honest, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's it's actually a pretty solid meal right there. The flavor is definitely there. One thing I've already noticed about both of these brands, it's much better than like frozen food, like the frozen dinners that you buy. It's not like that at all. They're both a lot better quality than that. Very, very solid meal. It's not the most voluminous or biggest meal I've had, but as far as flavor goes, it's actually pretty good. Now, there actually is a barcode on the back of this, and I wanna see if it scans. It does not scan. Let's see if I can find this in my FitnessPal. And they do have it in here, and it looks like the macros are correct. So that's actually a pretty good plus. Speaking of the macros of this meal, I would say they're actually pretty good balanced. They're also kind of high. 530 calories for this meal is way more calories than something that I would make that would have much more volume at home. So that's something to think about as well. If I had to rate it, probably 7.5 out of 10. All right, another Factor meal going down. This is the lemon pepper creamy chicken, and that is exactly what it looks like. I will say it's a pretty balanced meal. You have your veggies, your rice, and your chicken in there. I tried to look it up in my FitnessPal, could not find it in there, so that kind of sucks. 540 calories, 42 grams of protein. Kind of a lot of calories though, again. Also, the chicken is just one big piece of chicken. It's not like sliced up or anything, which kind of sucks because that means you have to have a knife if you have any way of like eating it halfway civilized. All right, chicken, rice, veggies all in one bite. Definitely not bad. The sauce is actually really, really good on here. If the chicken didn't have the sauce, it would taste like probably nothing. And the veggies are okay as well. The volume of the meal is all right. I'm gonna give this one like a 6.7 out of 10. All right, for dinner tonight, another bum bowl box. This is the chicken fried rice, 480 calories, 40 grams of protein. All right, the Megafit chicken fried rice. I guess teriyaki, ooh, it smells pretty good. Sauce packet in here, I'm gonna put that over top and stir that around. I gotta be honest, straight off the bat, this actually smells really good. I'm gonna get a good chunk of chicken in this bite, and here's how we're looking. Wow, that's actually very, very good. I was not expecting it to be that good. As far as taste goes, this is like restaurant quality. It has a little bit of kick to it, just the right amount of sweetness. The volume's very solid as well. All around, this is probably my favorite meal I've had out of both companies so far. If I had to rate it out of 10, probably about a 9 out of 10. Another quick note that I found between the two meals, the Megafit meals, the seal is a lot easier to get off. The Factor meal I had for lunch today, I couldn't even get the seal off. I had to like cut around the seal and then eventually peel off around the edges. Just took a lot longer than this. Seemed like it was a lot easier. So apologies for the bad camera quality. I forgot my camera at home, but I did try the banana nut muffins from Megafit, and I was pleasantly surprised and impressed. They're 160 calories with only 4 grams of protein, and that's per muffin. There's 4 total in the box, but they tasted exactly like you would expect a bakery style muffin to be. They had like a buttery taste. The whole thing was actually pretty fresh. I actually ended up having 2 of them, and it made for a pretty good morning time snack. So in my opinion, pretty solid all around, like an 8 out of 10 for these. And for lunch, I had something I was a little skeptical about, the steak and rice from Megafit. The macros are actually pretty solid, 490 calories for 43 grams of protein, but it's literally just pieces of steak and rice. So I wasn't really sure how the rice was gonna come out, if the steak was gonna be kind of bland or super chewy. Factor does offer steak meals as well, but you have to pay extra for them, which I really didn't want to do. And to my surprise, the steak actually turned out really good. It was seasoned pretty well. It was not chewy. I didn't get one chewy piece at all, actually, which is surprising. The only downside is that I really wish there was a sauce, because the meal was still a little bit dry for me, and most of their other ones do come with sauces. So definitely something to note there. All around, I'd say this one's like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, it's dinner time, and for the last one, I want to put these two head to head. We have the Bum Bowl, which is pasta and meat, 600 calories, 40 grams of protein, against the Factor white cheddar chicken, 650 calories, 45 grams of protein. Let's see which one is better. All right, we have our 2 contenders, our 2 heavy hitters. On the right, the white cheddar chicken looks like with some green beans and sliced almonds on the side. And on the left, the Bum Bowl, the signature Bum Bowl, which looks like meat with red sauce over a bed of macaroni pasta. And I guess I'm having over 1,200 calories for dinner tonight, just for you guys and for science, I guess. Now, there is no rice underneath this, but I think it is riced broccoli. Get some green beans in there too. Here's how we're looking, people. Yeah, I mean, that's decent for sure. Not bad at all. The cheese sauce over top is pretty good. All around very solid. How does it compare to the Bumble? Here's how we're looking. Pasta, meat, sauce. That's it. This might be surprising, but it kind of tastes like spaghetti. Oh, you know what? I just checked the ingredients. I could tell immediately that it wasn't ground beef. This is actually made with ground bison. And I am a fan of ground bison for sure. All right, putting them head to head, I'm kind of at a loss. They're polar opposites in a sense of what they're trying to achieve. I like the sauciness of the cheese chicken, but I like the simplisticness and the flavor of the bison in the ground meat mixture. In the Bumble, for me, I'm gonna be honest, it's a pretty fair tie, but I think if I had to give it to one, I think I would be much more full after I ate this meal. And so for that reason, I'm gonna go with the Bumble. So I've tried plenty of these meals so far. I have a really good understanding of, I think, where both of them lie. So let's go over which one I think is better between the two, and then we'll compare meal prep companies to making your own food or buying catering like I did in my Chipotle catering video. So just starting out on price, the factor meals, if I would have not had a discount, would have come out to weekly about $145 for 10 meals. So a little bit of math, that comes out to about $14.50 per meal, right? Not too bad. And then comparing that to the Megafit meals, the Bum Box is a little more pricey, but it came out to $218 for 14 meals, which brought our average right around to $15.5 per meal. So on average, Megafit's about $1 more per meal. Not a huge deciding factor, at least for me, but I made a little pros and cons list. And as far as factor goes, some pros that I noticed: one, you have a decent amount of choices of meals, and there's also a really good database to be able to find the meals in MyFitnessPal. By the way, both of these meals I was able to find in MyFitnessPal. A pro can be that you can get them delivered weekly, which is nice. If you don't want to worry about it, you just have some meals delivered weekly to ready to go. Another pro, you're probably gonna find discounts often on this stuff, I think because it's a bigger company. I mean, my discount was like 50% off or something. And another pro, I said this earlier, the taste is pretty solid. Honestly, neither of these is anywhere close to like a frozen meal that you would have growing up. That's what I originally thought it'd kind of be like going in. It is not like that at all. Some cons I definitely noticed with Factor: it is a meal delivery service, and it is a weekly or bi-weekly service. So if you don't want the meals every week, which I don't think I personally would, you're kind of at a loss there. Yes, you can skip a week here and there, but I don't even like to worry about it. So for me, it's technically a con. And I just found that there were a lot more calories and less protein per calorie ratio in the meals from Factor. I did go with the Protein Plus option, which does have a decent amount of protein, but still, the calories are a little high for what I like to see. And another thing that I mentioned earlier, they do offer some like premium meat, some steaks, some salmon, some stuff like that, but you're having to pay extra for it. I think you pay an extra $5 for that meal. That does not seem worth it at all for me. Then on to some pros of the Megafit that I found. One is that you can order them as you need them. And if you don't get the Bum Box, you can, one, order less meals at a time. So you can order like 10 or 12 meals at a time. And you actually have the option, which is a huge pro for me at least, you can build your own meal specifically on there with exactly how much ounces of meat, carbs, and veggies you want per meal. They package it for you, send it to your house. A little more expensive, yes, but a pretty good option actually if you hate cooking. Another pro, like I said, a little better calorie to protein ratio. You're getting a little more protein for the amount of calories you're eating, and overall, the calories of the meal were not as much as the Factor were for most of their meals. And then I really also enjoyed how when I was looking at the website, I was able to see the macronutrient breakdown and calories of each meal as I was picking the meals. So that way I can kind of figure out if I get, 3 meals that are like 400 calories, maybe I can get like 2 meals that are like 600 calories, something like that. And then very apparent even in this meal right here, very simple, basic meals that you know exactly what you're eating. You're not adding a bunch of random stuff in your diet that you're not really used to having. Moving on to the cons of the Megafit that I found, it is a little more expensive, at least in this Bum Box scenario. And then like I just mentioned, the meals can seem kind of basic. For me, they haven't really lacked a lot of flavor, but they're basic. You don't also get always a veggie with something. Like the steak and rice meal was literally just steak and rice, no vegetables to add volume into the meal or anything like that. For me personally, I think the Megafit meals is probably what I would go with if I was ordering meal prep stuff on a regular basis, just because it seems a little easier and it's a little more macro focused, which is something I'm into. Honestly, depending on who you are, you cannot go wrong with either of these. I think that's why they're two of the most popular choices, because they both are really, really solid. Now, probably for me at least, the most interesting part, am I going to never cook again and get this stuff every single day? No. Do I enjoy this? Yes. Is it better than I thought it'd be? Absolutely. So as far as the Chipotle catering, that was $140 and it made 8 meals, which comes out to like $17.50. For me, that's already out. The meals also had a lot more calories and less protein than these meals here, I think. And then when it comes to cooking at home, typically I would say I spend anywhere from $100 to $140, and that gets me around 10 meals. So anywhere from that $10 to $14 per meal mark, which once again would be cheaper than either of these, but you're having to worry about cooking everything, which takes, up to 2 hours. Packaging everything, which you have to have all the stuff, is messy, which takes another 30 minutes or so. So all around thoughts on meal prep services, catering, or making your own meals. I am pleasantly surprised by this stuff. I'm definitely gonna utilize it in my Road to Rip diet coming shortly, but I'm not gonna stop making my own meals and meal prepping my own stuff. For me, I actually enjoy the process and I get a little more volume in my meals. I'm able to control my macros a little more, and I just overall enjoy cooking for myself. I will say it has been really, really nice not having to cook for the past week, having all these meals every day though. So that's my overall consensus on it. I'm really curious to see your comments down below on what you thought about 1, the Megafit versus factory meals, and 2, how you would go about it if you want to meal prep everything yourself, get some of these meals tossed in here or there, do a little catering, or just cook and eat out every single day. Let me know in the comments down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to press thumbs up. It really does help me out. And I will be seeing you shortly in the next one. Peace.